Good afternoon, good after morning, good morn-ish, whatever you want to call it. Welcome into twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads. My name is Grim Day, and I do have a mouthful of cake. It's fine. But I'm also joined by Bibi.
Hello, Guten Tag from Poulton.
V Gates. Oh, Twitch streamers' ability to share ban lists. No, that was yesterday. Get rid of that, Graham. I'll read Bib.
Hello, Graham. How are we doing?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. How does it feel being back in the studio?
Nice, and now than it was about 15 minutes ago because I have put the air conditioning on. Honest to God, like people will obviously find this out when it comes to the ICU community day, that it gets extremely warm in this room with all of these old theatre lights, which are fantastic lights, but they can't half kick out some heat in a very small room. Obviously, they're meant for the theatre, which is quite a large room. But yeah, it gets really hot, really sweaty in here. But the air conditioning unit is the perfect distance away that it gives you just a nice, refreshing little bit of a chill rather than it like drying your eyelids out.
Yeah, which was very useful during a 24-hour stream sat at that desk. Yay! Fun times. Let's get back over. Hey. How are we all doing? If you're in the chat, please do feel free to let us know that you were here. If you don't know who we are, my name is Graham. This is Bib. We are Ice Cream Uploads, and in true Ice Creamy fashion, this is The Scoop, the UK's #1 video game podcast, if we do say so ourselves. We are live right now, recording this on twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads, where we go live each and every single weekday at 10 a.m.
Ish.
Nice. We do go live at 10 a.m.-ish, but the live stream is turned into a podcast, a video on YouTube, and an audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify and SoundCloud and Google Play. There is lots of places where over 130,000 people have listened to this podcast on demand. And
Boy,
Enix,
25 months, here we go. Jordan is the best. Hey who, MLG scopes from the sky. I eat chicken and gravy pie. Chicken Run is so fun. I shove Halo figures up my bum.
Chicken Run is so fun. I shove Halo figures up my bum. What the fuck?
What the fuck? That's some sort of like creepy pasta.
Nice. And enjoy the Halo figures, Jordan. Whatever you want to do, you do you. Or Halo figures, as it may be in that case. Welcome in. Thank you very much for 25 months. 2 years and a bit. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, Enix.
Legend.
Do you know, I haven't actually had a chance to check out your tweet yesterday. You posted an anime battle royale to us yesterday, and I still haven't had a chance to look at that yet. So I will do it. I will have a look. How are we doing though, Enix? How's things? You are right? Yeah, just wanted to mention though, I'll finish off the intro. We do go live across all of YouTube and all the other podcast services that we mentioned, where over 130,000 people have listened to this show, have watched it, have downloaded it, have streamed it. So please do feel free to get involved on behalf of everyone else that does watch the show on demand later on. Before we jump into the show, before we ask you to give your thoughts and impressions on the biggest, the best, and breaking stories, we will give you our thoughts and impressions. We want to hear your thoughts and impressions, and then your thoughts and impressions on our thoughts and impressions. But before all of that, a little bit of a reminder. A couple of things. First of all, type ! Insert coin into the chat. Do it. Go on, right now. Do it. I want to show this off. This is the insert coin. Shit my pants. Ronaldo just fucking sued my life away. Sue. Okay, then. So this is the Pinata pin. So for those that might not know, we are partnered with Insert Coin. We are part of the Coin Army. We stream on Insert Coin's channel, and we will be doing that this Wednesday. So if you think, do you know what, it's nice seeing Bibby and Graham play some games, but you know, obviously they've got a job. So they play the games in the evenings and on the weekends and stuff like that. But I'd like to see them play some games in the day. Do you know what? I'd like to see them play some games in the day together. Well, we'll do that for you this Wednesday. We are going to be live on Insert Coin's channel in the afternoon. So if you want to see me and Bibby playing some games, some PUBG maybe, then do feel free to join us on Insert Coin this Wednesday. This pin I've just showed you is, if you're not aware of Insert Coin, they make, hands down, and I'm not saying this, there's no spawn or anything to say this, I would have told you this before we even worked with Insert Coin, because I've always been a long time fan. They make the best merch in the video games industry, by far. So if you want some cool merch, like, they work with probably all of the biggest games that you've ever liked. So they've done bits with the Metal Gears of the world, Silent Hills of the world, Personas, Resident Evil, PlayStation directly. They've worked with charities like Special Effects and whatever. They do different pins. This is their 11-year, I think it is, anniversary pin. The Pinata.
Fantastic.
You love it, love it. So if you order from Insert Coin this month, not only can you get 20% off with our code, we don't earn on that, by the way, so there's no spawn, but you could bag yourself a pin while stocks last. If the stocks have gone, they will throw in one of their previous pins. So we've had things like this pin. This was last year's pin, the donut-esque sort of tee. This was the 2020 pin, which was an Insert Coin sort of thing. We got the Christmas one from last year as well, and then there's a bunch more that we just don't have. So yeah, do feel free to get involved. Mass Effect 2, yep, they do have quite a few Mass Effect bits. I think they've just added some new stuff to their Mass Effect range, if I'm correct. So there you go. Yes.
I got some. They said that's what I got last time when they sent it me. Mass Effect long sleeve t-shirt, which is very comfortable, by the way.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Ghost of Tsushima. I've got some cool Ghost of Tsushima stuff. I've got the full sweatpant tracksuit jobbing stuff, which is good. Have you just been collecting them all, G? What, like Pokemon? I wanna be. I haven't. I wish I did though. I'm like, because obviously we got sent this last Christmas. Last Christmas, they sent us a hat. They did, and a pin. But this was the 2020, 21, 22. That's whilst we've been working with them. Obviously, they've been sending us pins, but they've done all sorts of special occasion ones and stuff. And now I kind of feel like, I wish I had them all. I wish there was a way to just go back and get them all. I'm gonna tell them, you know, do your like your season recap pin badge collection, like 15 quid all in. Boom. Nice, I'll take that.
I have them all on my work bag. On the front of my work bag.
Show off. All right.
I know.
Baby
I just want to advertise. You know what I mean, Graham? When I'm walking down the street, people go, "Oh, that's a really cool badge. Where'd you get that from?" I was like, "Well, if you use code ice cream, you get yourself 20% off, but you can go over to Insert Coin." Do you know what I mean? Walking advertisement.
Apart from when he's missed his bus, then he sounds like Rudolph. Ching, 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 running down the road.
Running? Are you mad?
Oh, I missed it. Fuck it. There'll be another one soon. So just to confirm, by the way, ICU22 is the code. You'll get yourself 20% off throughout the whole of 22. That's 2022. You can get yourself 20% off your first order. If you're going to buy a few bits, this is not for benefit of us. Like I said, we don't earn on it. Throw everything into one basket and you'll save 20% off it all. It's only on your first order. So if you're going to buy a few bits and you think, I'll buy some this month and I'll buy some next month, you don't get the discount and stuff. So speaking of cool people, me and Bibby are here, but also Ham's just raided. Hey! I'll read Big Ham. How are we doing, love? All right, darling, how you doing? You're finishing up a bit early today. Is it treatment day? I know you usually start later, don't you, right? I can't even remember. But anyway, welcome in everyone from Hamstream. How are we all doing? Do you know what? You've tuned in just at the right time. Because we were just talking about Insert Coin. We are partnered with the beautiful people at Insert Coin, and we were talking about pins. Insert Coin have sent me and Bibby a pin, and anyone that buys anything from them throughout July will get themselves one of those pins put into their order for free. You can save 20% off with our discount code. Anyway, that's not the point. That's not the point. A little bit of advertising for our friends at Insert Coin, but we are going to be streaming on their channel on tomorrow. Yes.
On tomorrow.
I was like, fuck, wow, it's only tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be live on Official Insert Coin in the afternoon playing some PUBG. So myself and Bibby, visible on the same screen, like where Bibby is and where my other hand is, we will both be on the same screen. But we will have homies. So if you want to join in and play some games with us on twitch.tv/official insert coin, that's their channel. Do feel free to join us tomorrow afternoon. We'll be live from around 1-ish till 4-ish. Timing still TBC, but that's usually the window that we go for. So yeah, do feel free to join us for that. Anyone from Ham's Raid that's new here, do feel free to go and drop a follow on Official Insert Coin. Do feel free to drop a follow on us if you haven't done already, because we play PUBG a lot too when we're not over on Insert Coin, so feel free to get involved. I'm assuming we've been playing PUBG this morning, right? Are we all hyped for Destin? Nice.
Destiny?
You are my destiny. Destin is the
I'm a one and only.
PUBG map, by the way, new PUBG map.
Okay.
There you go, nice.
I'll look forward to playing it tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, not tomorrow, it's not in yet. So,
Oh.
J&K says time. It's 10 a.m. That's what time it is. Lake's in, Noob's in, good morning, Lumps is in, lights on through the day, loads of money.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's. That's what the subathon was for. The subathon, we told you it was so that we can have a community meetup in August. It's not. It's just so that we can keep the lights on where Bibby is. There's a lot of lights in that studio space. So yeah, that's where the mummy goes. That's where the mummy goes. Yes, nice. Yeah, not bad. Just esports stuff and looking for a new job. Same, but different, but still same. I hope you're good, dude. Shakespeare has arrived to Twitch. What, Sue? Sue. Some Fall Guys today. Ooh, you been enjoying it? Was it last week? I was in Hamstream while you were playing Fall Guys. I think 2 different days, maybe. Was it last week that it hit Xbox? Because I was in Hamstream on the day that it hit Xbox, and then maybe another one as well. I did see Fall Guys quite a bit. I've seen quite a few people playing Fall Guys though. It's good. It's good. I mean, Fall Guys is a good distraction game for me. So it's nice to see more people getting a chance to play it. It's good. It's good. I don't think it'll be around forever in that sort of, like, not like Rocket League or Fortnite and things, which are other epic games, but it's a good take your mind off what you got going sort of game. So it's good. Enjoy. So we've just been speaking about Insert Coin. We've been live for nearly 20 minutes. We haven't even got into the news. We will be jumping into that in just a few minutes. We're going to start talking about an NFT video game console has been announced. Not a piece of art, but a console is now an NFT. That's the headline story. We'll then talk about Halo Infinite, the co-op campaign, which is something we are very excited about. Talking about distraction games. Myself and Bib playing through the Halo Infinite co-op campaign. That kicks off on July the 11th with the beta will let players finally try out a classic Halo mode. So we will potentially be playing through that on the channel sometime soon. We'll give you the details of that. We'll then start talking about Skyrim. We'll then talk about Phantasy Star Online, and we'll finish up by talking about Diablo Immortal. So there's a bunch of stories for us to jump into. But before we even get anywhere near that, we have something else to talk about. And that is, if I can bring it up on screen, which is good screen. Yeah, we'll stay on this screen. Okay. That is this. Bush. Wheelofnames.com. Can you all clearly read those names in that wheel? The answer to that question is no. No, you can't.
Fucking hell. Scene.
Fucking hell. Scene. Dickhead. Welcome in, Ditcher. You fucking dickhead. Welcome in, love. Oh, actually, cool. Look at that list. Did Bibby buy another Skyrim version? Not yet, but soon.
No.
Soon. So for those, if you don't know what you're looking at, this is the Wheel of Names. This is a website where you throw in a bunch of people to be picked out of a digital hat, basically. That has a list of, as you can see at the top, 417 different people in that. That is how many people were subbed to the channel yesterday at 3 p.m. Minus the likes of me, Bib, and our partners, because, you know, we don't want any questions about, like, being rigged, although we always
legitimacy
get questions about being !rigged. If anyone wants to type that in the chat, feel free. So these are the people that that have been entered into the loot drop because they are subbed to our channel. Every month, one subscriber gets a prize. This month, it's for an Ice Cream Uploads baseball cap. And do you know what? We'll throw in an Ice Cream Uploads subathon t-shirt as well, because most of these subs have come from the subathon. We will throw in a t-shirt too. So one person on this list will get a t-shirt and a hat.
Bits in it.
Big Laser Spencer just noticed that Amaranth is a sub. Yeah, I mentioned that to Bibby earlier on. Was it Bully or Viv? Maybe Viv. I can't remember.
No, she's just a fan.
No, big fan. She's a big fan.
Loves the scoop.
Lumps, settle down. Fucking hell. He shat his drawers. Lumps throwing down 32 bits and then another 32 bits. Appreciate that, Lumps. Thank you very much, dude. Oh, wait. Oh,
bits in it.
And then another 32 bits. Oh, this is what he did the other night. He did this. He threw down like fucking 1500s worth of bits or something over the court.
In 32 bits,
yeah.
32 bursts.
No, he must have just thought, you know what, sorry, and then just threw 1,000 down as well because why not? Appreciate that, Lumps, as always. Thank you very much, dude. Let me just hit shuffle on this a few times. So there is 417 names in this list. Shuffle. Can you see your name? I can see Ian2K. I can see Pneumonia. I can see Chaos Right Zero. Shuffle. I can see Luke A, Mr. Pew Pew Life. Oh, shuffle. Okay, that is it. The list has been shuffled. Oh, there's Zishan right at the top. Nice. He played with us in the subathon. Nice. So one click of this, the wheel will start, and we will find out who is going to be the proud owner of an Ice Cream Uploads baseball cap and T-shirt. This is the July loot drop, and the winner is rolling.
This is bullshit. Rigged.
We got a rig before it even got drawn. I can't. There's no way I can tell whose name that is. Roster Boss. There we go.
Fantastic.
Roster Boss. At least it's someone we know. This is the thing, when you have so many gifted subs to the channel during a stream, there's a lot of people often that get thrown in that we don't know who they are. We actually do know who Roster Boss is, so that's nice. Nice. Well done, Ross. We will be in touch. You will need to be in our Discord within 72 hours to claim your prize. If not, we will fall into the saga that we had last month where it got re-rolled 17 times. What was it like? Was it like fourth or fifth time?
4 times. Yeah, 4 times. Joke.
So if anyone knows Ross, do feel free to let him know that he has won the loot drop. He has been in the channel a few times, to be fair. He's in here semi-often, so he may see within the next 72 hours. If he is in the Discord, we will tag him. If he's not, then we can't tag him in the Discord, and then the countdown starts, so we'll see. And if it's not the case, then we'll re-roll again. But GG's to Ross the Boss Official. We absolutely appreciate everyone that got in with the support through the subathon. By the way, we had 420 subs by the end of the subathon. That then went up to 438 by the end of last week, which is ridiculous. That's the highest we have ever had on this channel. And if you don't know, all of that money will go back into subathon, which will now need updating a little bit. Caps. So we reached 420 cap subs in the ICU subathon. We have some subathon teas arriving ETA last week. They actually arrived yesterday, and the community meetup will be taking place on August the 13th. More details will be hitting Discord this week. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that if you're in the Discord. If you're interested in coming along to our studio where Bibby is, if you want to get into that space where Bibby is, maybe join us actually on stream, get some burgers, some sausages. Merc last night was talking about bringing some pork and apple sausages because he's a big fan, on brioche hot dog rolls, which I'm a big fan of that as well. So if you want to come along to that, then do feel free to keep your eyes in our Discord. Nice.
Couple of things.
Oh,
Ross, the boss, is in our Discord already.
good man, Ross.
So that's fantastic. First step done. I don't know if you mentioned it then, because I was looking for Ross's name, but what has he won this month?
An Ice Cream Uploads blackout baseball cap plus a subathon tee.
Bank. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice. So we will be posting that into the Discord. Ross, you have 72 hours. Nice. For now, though, jump back to the split screen. Let's actually get into some video game news. We're almost half an hour into this video game podcast. Nice. So, if you haven't seen this before, if you're new into the scoop, we basically go through the biggest, the best, and the breaking stories from the world of video games. And this is a breaking story, fresh out yesterday afternoon. And obviously, it's always a controversial talking point. NFTs, but this one. Is it going to be different? Let's have a look. Chris Scullion at VGC says the first NFT games console has been announced. The Polium 1 will allegedly be released in 2024, but its reveal has been met with some criticism. So a new console aimed at Web3 gaming has been announced and immediately met with resistance from some players. Web3 company Polium claims its Polium 1 system will be the world's first multi-chain gaming console that will be capable of running games built on different blockchains. Quote, the console will be powerful enough to run high-performance games and will be easy to use for a traditional gamer who doesn't understand Web3, Polium claims. That was end quote as well. The console, which Polium says will be released in Q3 2024, will only be able to be pre-ordered by players who buy a Polium Pass, an NFT on the Ethereum network, of which 10,000 will be minted. According to Polium, the console's controller will include a fingerprint scanner for security and a wallet button to give players quick access to the console's multi-chain wallet designed for, quote, trading, swapping, staking, and receiving cryptocurrency. Despite Polium's admission that only 4 people are working on the hardware, it also claims that the console console will be capable of 8K HDR at 120 FPS and ray tracing. Of course it will. Of course it will. The announcement has been met with much criticism and skepticism from a number of players who are, at best, not yet convinced on the merits of blockchain gaming, and at worst, believe it to be a scam. Some have also pointed out that the console's logo appears to be an upside-down take on the GameCube logo. That's absolutely spot on. Yikes. It looks familiar, quote, it looks familiar, but GameCube has a G and the cube represents their name. The company replied on Twitter, our cube represents blockchain and the P stands for Polium. Okay, yeah, it's absolutely not the same now you've turned it upside down. Yeah, it's not the same thing at all. Okay. Nice. Not even the newly established Polium Discord server, which appeared to launch with no moderation, has been free of criticism. In the Discord's, quote, scam alert channel, presumably set up to let users report potential NFT scams, a number of users simply replied, this entire project. In the ideas and feedback channel, the first comment simply says, give up. Polium has now posted a statement on the Discord addressing the initial response, accusing some of FUD, an acronym meaning fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We have been receiving FUD and criticism regarding our ability to execute, the statement reads. To clarify, it's 4 of us that are building the functional prototype for the console and controller. We have experience in hardware and software development. We are currently doing the power tree for the console's board. We should have a functional prototype by November or before. We will show the prototype live on YouTube or have a well-trusted influencer show you all. The prototype will prove that the console can run games that are on different blockchains and built with different programming languages. We will not take any pre-orders / funding until we show the prototype and if the community is interested. Once we have a functional prototype, we will build the console for manufacturing. Okay, we'll finish it up then. So that regarding the lack of any confirmed games, the statement reads, there will be games on the console and we will make some announcements soon. We are currently speaking to game developers. For the logo, we did not copy Nintendo's GameCube logo, but we are listening to the community and we will hire a new illustrator to design a more original logo for us. Okay, we didn't copy it, but we're gonna get some of this original instead. Okay. It concludes, some of you are not passionate about Web3 and are only here for entertainment and FUD, but we will start banning people. Anything is possible when you are passionate about a problem. We will deliver. Stay tuned. So we just kind of did Chris Scullion a little bit of a disservice by going through his entire article there. You can still read it over on BGC. Do feel free to check them out. They do some of the best video games coverage, if not the best video games coverage from the whole of the games industry. We're big fans of BGC. And that was the first article of the day. NFT games console has been announced. Absolutely 100% not a rip-off of the GameCube logo. Absolutely 100% definitely legitimately going to happen. What are your thoughts, Bib?
Yeah, this isn't gonna. I'll be very surprised if we have one more article after this regarding this product, and it's the fact that it hasn't taken off. I cannot see anything else with this, unfortunately. I love the idea of more consoles out in the wild. I love the idea of experimentation. I just don't see how this would work, because if it is, these 4 people have managed to do something that other behemoth video game companies haven't managed to do yet. So how this is going to work out, I'm not too sure. Well, I do know it's not going to win very well for them. I can't. They seem quite proud of the product, which is great. They believe that this product will be something that people want. That's fantastic. Spur yourself on. Do whatever you need to do. They're very proud of the fact there's only 4 of them. Again, there is large tech companies that are in the same market that are trying to do the same things with a stupid amount of money being put behind them that haven't managed to achieve what they're out to achieve, like 8K gaming, HDR enabled over the internet. If it was that easy, Google Stadia would probably be a raging success. Xbox Game Pass and xCloud would be the leading force in all the video games. Not saying that they're not, they're definitely in the conversation. But they'll be definitely doing a lot better than they are doing now. But these 4 people think that they have managed to crack something that these other tech companies haven't, which we've obviously seen this stuff on like Shark Tank and Dragon's Den, where people have come in and have got ideas and they've got their concepts a hell of a lot better and in front of some larger companies, but they are always few and far between. However, these guys seem to have something in the bag that others don't. So I'm very interested to see how it ends. I can't imagine this lasting very long, so the end could be nigh. But I did see Jordan's tweet yesterday, which made me absolutely piss. Do you think that their logo, despite it being a massive rip-off of the GameCube, is the exact same as Pixel Bass?
It is. I mean, I didn't even see that Jordan had tweeted that yesterday, kind of thing. Let me see if I can find. I was trying to find like a few things. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's Pixel Bar. So David had said in the chat, it looks like the OCP logo. For anyone who doesn't know what OCP is, that's Omni Consumer Products, which is basically the corporation from RoboCop. If you've seen RoboCop, you've seen this logo. So this is the OCP logo, which looks incredibly like that logo. So that's the first one. We've got OCP, and then Jordan has just mentioned Pixel Bar logo. Pixel Bar is a place that we've been to. It's a really good venue. There's one in Manchester. I think there's one in Leeds. There might be more elsewhere, but we know of the Manchester one, obviously, local to us. This is the Pixel Bar logo in the top corner of the screen up here. It's literally the same logo, apart from it's just like it's just pixelated. It's falling off, like it's dissolving, kind of thing. So take that away. Yeah, take that away, and then we'll jump back into their logo, which is on screen there for you now. Boop, there we go. That is their logo, the Pixel Bar logo / OCP logo / upside down GameCube logo, and then you look above it. Tell me that is not a PlayStation controller. How is it's almost like they've gone, oh shit, we can't rip off the PlayStation controller entirely, so let's make it more like a SCUF controller. So like if I show you this, look at you've got that controller on your screen then, and then tell me that that's not that same sort of shape kind of thing. It's like the button looks almost the same with the SCUF logo in it on it as well. It's like, okay, we'll just steal a bunch of different people's ideas, sew them together, take shitloads of money off people for NFTs, and disappear.
Mm-hmm. It's the biggest con. Like, I know this is NFTs for me at this moment in time. No one can convince me otherwise, but it just seems to be a massive racket. You pay actual money for something that is just, it's a cryptocurrency. Like, I don't understand what cryptocurrency is per se. I probably should read up a little bit more about it, but I just understand that someone's paying real money for some digital kind of money that the government can't get a hold of. That's my understanding of it. I can't go down to the shops and spend cryptocurrency in Morrison's, so it's useless to me. But yeah, it's not the best business model in this day and age at this moment in time. It's like the docs. The two-time. Yeah, you can't call him that.
His name.
Yeah, with the Midnight Society, he's got a video game coming out. I'm interested to see what the studio put out there. But I got an email yesterday because I signed up for the Founders Pass stuff. That when I'm going to get an email today or tomorrow for my registration to be able to go in and mint something. I don't know what that means. For me, that just means I'm logging in to my account because it's been activated. That's all I can gather from that conversation. But yeah, I just don't understand how this concept works in video games at this moment in time. The idea that we had a couple of months ago,
it means it's proper mint arcade. You get to go in and go, that's mint.
Exactly. Well, that's obviously the terminology that we grew up with around here. But the thought of having NFTs in video games to me was you'd have one wallet across everything, and that skin, I'd be able to use it in Fortnite, I can use it in PUBG, but that isn't the case. So that to me makes no sense. Why would I want 14 different wallets for 14 different games for stuff that I can't possess? I might as well just have an account on Fortnite where I have all my skins, and then go to PUBG where I have all my skins there. That's how it works now, right? So what's this new introduction of a completely different system being brought in for? I'm old, Graham. I'm 31. I don't need to know this shit. Can I play a video game? Yes. How much is it going to cost me? £60. Okay, there's a new console coming out. How's that much going to cost me? It's going to cost me 450 quid. I understand that. I'm paying £60 for a game. I've got a £450 worth of console. I put them both together and I'm having a good time. I'm clearly missing something.
See, the thing I always fall back to is, okay, you've got an NFT console. So the console you buy by buying an NFT. So rather than you going to a shop and giving them 500 quid and leaving with a PlayStation and a receipt, or an Xbox and a receipt, you give someone 500 quid and they will give you an NFT pass. Okay, you are getting a console when it's released. That is limited to 10,000 of them. Okay, well, first of all, why do I not just buy the console from you? Why am I buying an NFT as well? That seems like you're just shoehorning a digital thing in there with the hardware of the console as well. But the biggest issue is 10,000. Okay, that's a finite number. So you are setting restrictions to a financial landscape. If there is only 10,000 in there and you buy into it, that means that, say, pick a number out my ass. Say, okay, well, that comes in, they are worth 500 quid each. And if more people want them and there's only 10,000, your value then can go up because the supply is limited to 10,000, but the demand is increasing. So you can push the price up. Okay, if you want my console NFT, it'll cost you 600 quid, 700 quid, 800 quid. But 10,000 consoles is not enough to launch an ecosystem on it. If any video game developer out there wants to develop a game to be sold only 10,000 times, they are going to lose money. Is straight up. Apart from indie developers, who quite a lot of them will actually be like, do you know, 10,000 is a pretty good number, I'll take that. But EA, if someone says, okay, do you want to make something, do you want to develop something that'll work with the Frostbite engine, get all of your teams at DICE or whatever to make it something, and we'll get almost 10,000 people to play it? Are you having a laugh? We want that in the pre-alpha that we don't even publicly speak about. Fucking, well, maybe not pre, but you get what I'm saying.
So they're hoping though that four people's worth of money is going to be paid for this one person, though, aren't they? That's their thing. So if a game costs £60 and you was expected to sell like 100,000 of them, my maths isn't great, but they'd probably need like 12 people to pick up that game, 10 people to pick up that game, rather than this one person who's going to be putting in. So it's something that's going to cost £60. Realistically, they want to sell it to you for £600 instead. So that the numbers don't have to reach 100,000. They will make the same amount of money through 10,000.
The thing is, though, that there's still a flaw in that logic, in the fact that that's imagining that you get a FIFA. Someone will throw, okay, well, we want you to spend 70 quid. Some people will happily spend 500 quid in FIFA without even batting an eyelid. But that's FIFA. These games that, if they're only making it for 10,000 people, developers are going to go, well, fuck that. So you will get small games. You will get stickdeath.com sort of games, kind of thing.
Fucking what a website.
I know, absolutely world class. That's probably not a great
Is that still live? Surely not.
Give it a check. Well, I'll go through the comments. So yeah, there is lots of flaws in that, in the fact that you can't expect people to pay a premium for a console that is only going to have an audience of 10,000. Low install bases are what kill consoles. The PS Vita is an exceptional console with a really small install base in Europe. So it died because it didn't have enough of an install base. It didn't have enough users with purchased consoles that are willing to spend money on games for developers to start making games. It's one of those catch-22s. Nobody's got them, so we're not going to make games. And because there's no games, nobody's going to get them. And that's what it is with this. It's literally nobody's got them because there is only 10,000, which in the scheme of sales is nobody. Not enough people have it. So I don't understand how they expect these cash cows, cash whales to go, yeah, I'll buy all of the games when nobody's going to make games for it. I don't understand how they... So they have no games right now. Yeah, they might have one or two announcements, but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. The most video game companies, with the exceptions of like Ubisoft and was it Square, who have both said, yeah, we're definitely still going to keep investigating NFTs and so on. A lot of the bigger video game companies have kind of dipped the toe in and winced because they've been bitten straight away. So even then, a lot of companies are not going to go anywhere near it. So this is bullshit. Rigged. Let me jump back up through the comments then. Where did we get to? GG Rossi is in the Discord. GG's to Ross the Boss for winning this month's loot drop. GG's. I might take my George Foreman outside and have a one-man barbecue. You're not coming, Ian? You're not coming? You're not coming? To be fair, George Formby Grills. Oof, yes, please. Pixel Bar logo. Exactly. Later, everyone. I'm hi-ho, lithium mines I go. Enjoy the lithium mines, lumps. Thank you very much for the 96 bitties. There we go. I appreciate that. I said 66 last time as well. I appreciate the 96 bitties. What a guy. Love you. Polio, what? People are funny, yeah. The responses and stuff to that, like the fact that within their own Discord, which was unmoderated, I mean, that's a risk for any Discord, let alone something that's pretty aggressive at the moment in terms of NFTs. It's a bit silly to not have that moderated. I'd say the logo looks like a stylized version of the OCP logo from Robocop. Yeah. NFTs needs to be removed from games. It does and it doesn't. I still feel like there could be a use for it, but every time I go, but why? There's no real reason for it to be there. We want to give you we want you to buy an NFT and then we'll give you the console. But why? Why don't I just buy the console? Why am I buying an NFT for you to then give me a console? That's like saying in video games, why do I have to buy V-Bucks to then give you my money? The reason that I have to buy V-Bucks is to make it a little bit, that extra step that's confusing so you don't realise that you're actually throwing 20 quid down onto something, because you're like, oof, that's 20 quid, is that? Yeah. But it's 1,800 V-Bucks or whatever the fucking cost is. I don't know what it is. Same thing with G-Coin and any other game. The reason those currencies exist is to disassociate the value of real world money. What? There's a reason there. It's not necessarily the greatest one. This one, what? But why? What is the reason? The reason is just because I want to peddle NFTs on you. There is no justifiable reason for that. So, yeah, 100% needs to be removed. It's not PlayStation. It has A and B. Yeah, it's bizarre. So that speaker bit there looks like something that you get on a PlayStation controller. The kind of form factor looks more like a PlayStation controller with hints of Xbox. Obviously, the stick location is PlayStation, but then the buttons are A, B, and X and Y, like Xbox. But they're worried about Xbox coming for them. So A and B and X and Y are in the wrong locations. So they've got the right buttons, but in the wrong place, which is 100% not going to confuse the shit out of people. I'm going to go and play on my Polium console. Press B. You just pressed A. Fuck! It's like, yeah, what? That's
Nintendo, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that a Nintendo side? Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. But it's like, it's PlayStation controller, which mirrors the Xbox layout, which has the Xbox buttons, but in the Nintendo positioning scheme. It's just like...
yeah.
Lads, how many different games can we squash into one? How many different lawsuits can we have in one? Like Ian says, I can see them getting sued. Yeah, probably. Probably. In the future, they might add a crypto-only self-checkout machine. God help us. God help us all. What I'd give to be 31 again, says Talk Shows Unmuted. I mean, you are getting on a bit now. What, you were like 30, 32 and a half?
Yeah.
I don't know how old you are. It's probably not that much. You're probably like, I don't know, 25 at a push. Paul, good afternoon. Hey, how you doing?
Hola.
I thought NFTs are only supposed to be owned by one person. They are, in the same way that you will get, say, a limited run of watches that can only be owned by one person, but they're the exact same watch, just with a serial number of 1 of 1,000, 2 of 1,000, 3 of 1,000. NFTs usually work in that sort of way. At the top end, you will get very bespoke bits of code or very bespoke bits of art, but usually what it is it's the same bit of art but serial numbered, so multiple people can have the same thing but limited. So that's the way it works en masse. Yeah, so some things will sell you the one and only Mona Lisa, whereas some things will sell you 1 of 1,000 prints of the Last of Us artwork kind of thingy. Super Mario NFT Brothers, NFT Destiny 2, Player Pays NFT Battlegrounds, NFT Field 2042, Non-Nick FTO6. Okay, you're getting somewhere now, Jordan. I mean, you started and you just kind of dissolved, to be fair, just like NFTs have. NFT Potter Hogwarts Special. Link, please. Oh, did we link already? No, I'll get you the link. There you go, Lake. Feel free to have a read. That is the article from Chris Scullion at VGC. If anyone else wants to check it out, go check it out. Jumping back up. Where is it? It means, and I've got that one. I've got that one. No, my mate made over 250k on his NFTs. He made basically a mint. Is a brand new copy of that NFT. Think of it as 250 mint pay. Yeah, okay, that's the same thing. I've just gone over it. Yeah. Whenever that NFT is resold by someone, the owner takes a cut from the transaction. I mean, it is something that can be profitable. The issue is it's so volatile and it's so open to outside interference. Like there was examples of Jimmy Fallon and Paris Hilton both being on NFT on TV talking about NFTs, talking about their Bored Apes or whatever they were called, which is a direct contradiction to like investments and stuff. That's like Jimmy Fallon going, "Hey everyone, invest in Fallon Coin. It's an absolutely great company that I have nothing to do with." You can't do that when it comes to stocks and shares, but you can ish when it comes to NFTs and things like that. So YouTubers have influenced their own NFT portfolios. Celebrities have done that. Brands have done that, and yeah, it's extremely volatile. If you know what you're doing and you've got a lot of money, you're open to risk, you could probably make an absolute packet off it. But usually, if you're open to risk and make an absolute packet, it usually means it's not quite legit. So, the George Formby Grill, what's its ad slogan? When I'm grilling burgers. Yeah, exactly, that's it. The analog sticks are similar to the Switch Pro controller. Yeah, they just need a turbo button now for the Mega Drive. Thugs, oi, lads, how's things? It's not too bad, mate. It's not too bad, mate. 12ed says, afternoon, fuckers. Afternoon, 12ed. And, oh, what? Okay, Thugs is continuing his gifted sub that he got from Mike, but it's not come up in the stream. What? Is that... Yeah. That's because is that because it's continuing? Thugs, did you just throw down a sub? Because if it did, it's not in the feeds. I'm not seeing it. I can see it in the stream, but it's not coming up. Do you know what? Say what I'm going to do. I'm going to play you someone else's sub, not Enix's, because there was something. Bully Buster has gifted a sub to Big Laser Pen. I'll give you one of these. Gifted sub. No, that was a gifted. Okay, we'll go for Nietzsche's one. We'll give you a Stay Frosty, yeah?
Stay Frosty, yeah.
Anytime soon? No?
Stay frosty, yeah.
Stay frosty, yeah. There you go. Nice. We got there. Thank you very much for that, dude. Appreciate that. I'm assuming Streamlabs doesn't know how continuing works. If that's you, if you're pushing it for
clues in the name.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they just think, oh, it's just done something. It's not actually resubbed, kind of stuff. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much, Thugs. I'm glad to see that you got your account sorted as well. By the way, I'm trying to remember now. Is this the new one, or what was your name previously, or is this the previous name? What have you got rid of the other one? Basically, Thugs had his account blocked because he didn't have 2FA stuff sort of set up, and this is the main. There we go. I'm trying to remember what your other account was now. So he had to create another account in the meantime while Twitch took 4 days to come back to his request. Yeah. But he's got his original back, which is in the chat. That's what you love to see. Nice. Glad to see you got it set up. Nice. Okay, we are going to move ahead. So we were talking about NFT games consoles. We have spoken about it for a while. We've done quite a lot of stuff in the stream already. We've given away a hat and a t-shirt because why not? We've had a big old raid. Lumps has dropped 32 bits down 3 times. Hams dropped a big old raid of 24. Enix with a 2-month in a row sub, taking him up to 25 total. And then Thugs has just dropped a sub as well. So it's all spicy. It's all spicy. Somehow, we've got to pick up the piece. As we jump into our next bit of news, this is written by Oisin Kuhnke. I don't know if that's the name. As said yesterday, apologies, Oisin, or whatever your name is if I'm getting it wrong. But there you go. VG247 have the headlines. This one is Halo Infinite's campaign co-op playtest kicks off July the 11th. The beta will let players finally try out a classic Halo mode. So, if like me, you're interested in playing Halo campaign co-op with someone else, this could be for you. So last month, 343 Industries confirmed that a playtest would take place for Halo Infinite's campaign co-op, and now a date is set in stone. Those that are lucky enough to take part in the playtest will be able to drop in with their friends starting the week of July the 11th. That's next week. As announced in the Halo Waypoint blog post. In the blog post, lead software engineer Isaac Bender and lead world designer John Mulkey sat down to talk about the features in the co-op mode. One of the big things is that every player will retain their progress, whether in solo or co-op play. The way this is being done is that when players join a fire team and choose their save slots, the game reads each player's save data to determine who has completed what. As long as every player has completed a mission, it's marked as complete. But even if just a single player hasn't finished a mission, it'll be marked as incomplete. Crossplay is also fully supported, meaning that players on Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC can all play together without any problems. Up to 4 players can play together on any kind of combination of PC and Xboxes, including playing via cloud. Fucking GG's. In classic Halo fashion, every character simply plays as the chief in the campaign co-op rather than explaining it with some kind of lore reason. The campaign co-op will also have an area of operations, which essentially means there's a maximum distance that players can stray away from each other, meaning you can't go off and do whatever you like. It should be noted that because this is a separate build, players' previous save data won't be recognized, and don't get too fixated on doing everything you can, as progress in the beta doesn't transfer to the final release. If you want a chance to try out the beta, you can join the Halo Insider program, but there's no guarantee you'll get picked, and you can only do so until July the 5th, which is today. So if it's not already shut down, hit the link. Do it. Bib, Halo Infinite
Yes.
co-op campaign playtests next week. That means the big thing is going to be here very, very soon.
Yes.
Excited?
I am excited, Graham, because I was waiting. I've held off playing this campaign with the promise that me and you can go through it. So I'm very much excited to see whether or not we both actually do end up going through it, because we have got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to get through as well. So the backlog is getting bigger.
Yeah. See, that makes me think, should we be playing Turtles tomorrow on Insert Coin? But no. So yeah, just a reminder that we will be live in official Insert Coin tomorrow. Just a reminder. Yeah, I'm definitely open to playing this. I'm always open to a campaign in a video game, single player. FPS orientated campaigns are usually my kind of jam anyway. But like having that with a friend, co-op campaigns in general are good. So we've played through the likes of Streets of Rage and things like that previously. But when you get from the side scroller into the first person, or at least third person, for me it's more immersive than a side scroller. So when we did something like A Way Out, that was great.
Yeah.
But A Way Out, even though that was an exceptional video game, in terms of resources and abilities and potential cinematic impact, Halo should, in theory, push that boundary. So I'm very,
And take us longer to complete as well.
6 weeks later.
Yeah, genuinely. Yeah.
So I'm excited. I am excited to play some Halo campaign co-op. I am not actually interested about the playtest because, number of reasons, we're not guaranteed it first, so that's one thing. Next, and the main thing is that progress doesn't carry over naturally because it's only a test.
Yeah.
And for anyone that is involved in any form of games media, that for me is, or was, I don't really do it anymore, that for me was the most painful thing about playtests. Being able to get a football game like 6-7 weeks before launch, starting a career mode, a master league, and then getting 5 years into it and then having to stop because the new game comes out and it's not the same save progress. It's like, fuck, I've got a really good team here, fuck's sake. So I'd hate to have to do all these campaigns, get some really sticky, awful bits that you get that moment of, yeah, we got past it, but just to know that you've got to do it again 6 weeks later, fuck's sake. So not for me. Playtest is not for me, but if you are interested in Halo's campaign co-op, next Monday that does start. So check out the link in the article. I will drop you the link to the article in the chat. If you haven't done it already, make sure you've signed up to the Halo Insider program. It may be too late. I haven't actually checked. It says it does close on the 5th, and today is the 5th, so do check it out. You might be too late, but if not, you might just get in there. Thanks for even trying to help, means a lot. No worries, dude. You've got to have people's back. Especially if it's just as simple as like putting effort into growing your own Twitch channel is a grind. It is. Trying to make sure that you're there, trying to make sure that you're making content, not even factoring in the fact that you've got to think of, what do I call my channel? What do I make my colour scheme be? What does the logo look like? How do I decorate my room? Do I get a camera? What kind of microphone do I need? Do I put lots in now, or do I just put a little bits and do it incrementally? And all that shit before you even put your first stream going live. to then just lose that to a clerical admin sort of error kind of thing, that's heartbreaking. So yeah, if I could have helped, if I was needed to be helped, I wasn't. But if I could have been, then I'd have been there. Turtles is awesome. Button bashing all the way. I mean, we're big fans of side scrollers. So Shredder's Revenge is made by. How do you pronounce it? Is it .emu or .emu? Like, is it emu or like emu is in emulator? But yeah, the developer of Streets of Rage 4 made Shredder's Revenge, and Turtles is badass anyway. I mean, I have a turtle here. I've got one in the office as well. Donatello at home, Leonardo at work. But yeah, I've got all as in emulator. So .emu, like .emu, is that it then? Like Emma, .emma? Yeah, do you know?
Emu?
.emu. .emu, like Rod Hull and emu. That's what it is. Nice. Yeah. Anyway, Street Rage 4, badass. Put Turtles in that. Badass! Also, the fact that Turtles can go up to 6 players as well. That's the interesting bit. I mean, me and Bibby just being on the same screen, we're guilty of beating the shit out of each other by accident at a few points. 6 people.
I'm blaming Parsec and the button delay.
But 6 people in that situation. Yikes! Yeah. Yes. Okay, we'll move ahead. How far? We've still got a little bit more time left. This is good. So, Halo Infinite's campaign does kick off next Monday in a testing phase. Remember that, not complete. You will get, some people randomly will get access, but not get to keep all of their progress. Just keep that in mind. Next up, you'll have to sit with us with this one, babe. I know you're not a big fan, but Skyrim Together Reborn co-op mod releases this Friday. Not at all awkward. That's fucking, that's genius. What's the best bit is look at baby's face. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, Victoria Kennedy, you have just made an ally for life. Awkward. You see, ORC. Awk, because it's Sky. Okay, you get it. You got it. I'm just fine. Okay. Skyrim Together Reborn co-op mod releases this Friday is the title. The article says a new co-op mode for the eternal Elder Scrolls V Skyrim known as Together Reborn will release this Friday. Quote, "Hey everyone, after a long development process, we are excited to announce that Skyrim Together Reborn is almost ready for release. It will release this Friday, 8th of July at 4 p.m. GMT. Interesting. GMT? It's BST right now, but interesting. Okay, the mod will be published on Nexus, the mod's developer revealed. And that is not all. Along with the release date announcement, the developers also revealed this will not be a beta as previously intended. Quote, we were able to make some last-minute improvements and we are now ready to do a full release instead, version 1.0, the team explained. While this is very exciting, the developer has asked that its community appreciates that this mod is a bit of fun and a labour of love from everyone involved. As such, there may be some unavoidable issues with its performance. Quote, making a single-player game into a multiplayer game without source code is near impossible, especially with a development team that consists of a handful of students doing this for free in their free time, the team wrote. Please keep that in mind when playing Reborn. The mod won't be perfect. It will occasionally crash. Some quests will break. There will be bugs. This is not fixable. This is just the reality of making a multiplayer mod instead of having a massive studio like Bethesda make a multiplayer game. Still, it's playable, it's fun, and it's a lot better than the old Skyrim Together mod, which was the goal of Reborn. You can see a video of the new mod being tested out by the Together developers below, which was uploaded in May. At this time, the developer wrote, "We finally got Quest Sync working this week, where we were excited to show you all. So here's a playthrough of a few main story quests. Please keep in mind that this system is still very new and that we will be improving it over the coming weeks, for example, by adding dialogue sync." Okay, we'll stop there. I will hit play on this. It's a 35-minute video, so I'm just going to skip forward a few minutes in so you can just see some movements and stuff on screen. Okay, babe.
Yes.
A little birdie tells me that you may have a minute or two in Skyrim.
Yeah, just a few seconds here and there.
Would you be interested in playing Skyrim co-op?
Yes, I absolutely would, Graham. I think this is the thing that a lot of Elder Scrolls fans have been crying out for the longest time, off the back of playing the Elder Scrolls Online, which is probably third in my list of favorite Elder Scrolls games, with Morrowind being with Oblivion being top. then Skyrim being second. Elder Scrolls Online is definitely in there third, just because it's a completely different type of game. It has all of these different Elder Scrolls laws being smashed into one MMO. I love this because I might be able to entice my friends, not you, because you'll never play this game, but people like Mike, who's always wanted to play it, but just never got round to playing it. And now I can go, yeah, Mike, do you fancy a bit of Skyrim? No, but we can play together. What do you mean? You can do co-op on it now. Oh, that's fantastic. Let's jump in. Like, all of this stuff is amazing. I love the fact that you can play. I mean, it's not going to, they've already said it's not going to be perfect. They haven't got the source code to be able to make it absolute. It's going to be buggy. It's going to crash. I'm happy with that. I've played this game a million times. For me, it's irrelevant. Like, I will let Mike do the quests. He will do the main quest line. I know what the quests are. It's not going to show up on my screen, I don't think. He will have to do all the talking and stuff like that. I will just literally be his little Joey carrying around all whatever I need to carry around. But yeah, he will have all of the full Skyrim experience, but I will be fighting alongside him. That is fucking incredible. It's a shame we never got a multiplayer version of this game or some kind of multiplayer plugin, but I'm also excited to put on a load of mods alongside it as well to see whether or not it may make or break it. So if I can have realistic textures, realistic water, realistic lighting, these are all names of the mods, by the way.
I mean, that's
being put in alongside
very
it.
Roncy, all those names, aren't they? It's not like calling it like light beam. It's like just realistic water.
Yeah, like the super simple, down to the very thing. But like, there's obviously a whole host. There's hundreds of mods that you can put into this as well to see whether or not it runs at the same time as this particular co-op mod. Mate, this is fantastic. This is definitely a step in the right direction, but I can also see it being taken down at the same time, which usually alludes to them doing this
Something
themselves.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it does intrigue me. Do you know what? Genuinely, if I'm assuming Skyrim's like 4p to buy these days on PC and stuff like that.
Yeah. If you don't want the anniversary edition, you can literally pick up the special edition for next to nothing.
Like, if
on Game Pass for free.
If it runs smoothly, I would be tempted to jump into Skyrim with you. I wouldn't play it on my own. Like seeing this dude run around with other dudes running alongside it, knowing that's me, like that's like it's like someone says, if I wasn't the PUBG guy and someone says, do you want to jump into PUBG? I'll be like, actually, do you know what? Not that bothered, because it's difficult as fuck. That it's hard to get used to the gunplay, which is the most rewarding bit, but is the most difficult bit. Then for simple people, it's like, okay, do you want some ammo for your gun? Yeah. What kind of gun have you got? A shooty one. Okay, is it an assault rifle? Yeah, it's an assault rifle. Okay, what kind of ammo does it take? What do you want? Do you need 7.62? Is it 5.56? Whatever. I mean, I've got some 9mm. No, that's for an SMG. Okay, we've got some 45 CP. No, that's also for an SMG. What the fuck? So that is what I feel like watching Skyrim. There's so much going on that I just like. I'm there like. I've got a pointy. I've got a sword or something in my hand. I'll get it. No, Graham, that is one arrow. You are literally holding an arrow, and I just get absolutely annihilated. So playing through like something like that, I wouldn't have the patience to. Oh, just as that's happened, someone's just added realistic textures. Is this the co-op bit now in action?
What minute are you on?
I'm on 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
Let me skip forward.
Oh yeah, it is. I can see two people in the same screens. Nice.
Oh yeah, it's like this is the kind of shit that I've wanted since any Elder Scrolls game came out, which is obviously why I was so into the Elder Scrolls Online, because I was playing with a couple of my friends. Like Alpy got into it for quite a while with me, so we was both doing our quest lines together and stuff. But like, this is Elder Scrolls games are a different breed. Like, if you love RPG games and you like these old medieval, trying to think of the term for them, but if you like these type of arid games,
hashtag Bibby games.
For them, just Bibby game, yeah, that's what we call them. If you like these Bibby games, then you'll be mad into this. It does look like as well with the quest line. So if you was to activate a quest, I can activate the command, like an overall command thing, so I can choose the same quest as you, which is pretty cool. So it just means that we're both doing the same thing, and I'm not just being a Joey carrying around everything.
I think,
but this is meant.
What the developers said, previously, when they first uploaded their mod tests in May, it said that they've got Quest Sync working, which I imagine is that you're both doing the same quests at the same time, or you're on the same quest together. But then they've also got dialogue sync, so you're on about like you will stand there holding bits while I'm chatting to someone. If they've got dialogue sync, then that means the same dialogue will be popping up as I'm pressing like skip, or whatever. You're going through the same sort of thing on your screen as well.
Well, I'll be very interested to see what the choices happen with that then, because in most games like this, you will have, well, you do, it's absolutely in this game. They'll say something to you, and you'll have the option to say something back to them of maybe 5 different things. What will happen if I choose something completely different to you? Will that break the quest? Is that one of the bugs that was talking about?
Lord Bibbington the Fifth. What time will the scoop be on? Is it going to be at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., or 10 a.m. ish?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's interesting that we know that this isn't going to be a 1-for-1. This is not going to be the perfect game. They don't have the source code to be able to do that. They made that evidently clear. But for people who want to be able to experience this game like never before, it feels like I'm doing a cheesy sales pitch here, which, do you know what? Fuck it. Yes, I am, because this is one of the greatest games. There is a reason why it's been remastered, reported to absolutely everything there is available to it. There is absolutely a reason why. It's because it is one of the greatest games that has ever been created. It's as simple as that.
I wonder how many people they can get in it. Like, is it just a 2-man co-op, or is once that boundary is broken, you can get 3, 4, 5, 6 people in? Because thinking like imagine if you were just to hold my hand, and then I got used to it, and then we were like, fuck it, let's go on effectively a raid. Let's just get, I know Bob Duck and Weave loves a bit of Skyrim. Let's get Bob Duck and Weave to jump in as well. We'll get a few other homies. Yeah, we'll just
it does say 5 players in this title. It's a Skyrim Together Reborn, 5 players.
Oof, okay.
So you've literally got a fire team there.
Nice. Well, fire team. You've got 4-man fire team and me. I'm like, I'm not like the water boy, but not Bobby Boucher. I'm just the water boy. Okay, nice. So there you go. Skyrim potentially gets caught. I am interested. Do some digging, babe. I am interested in jumping into that potentially. So if you want,
what I need to find out is if this is compatible with Xbox Game Pass, because that will, I imagine, open up a world to people that haven't experienced it before. It's on Game Pass, like people who are subscribed to it that haven't yet downloaded it. So yeah, it'd be interesting to find out whether or not. I mean, to be fair, you can pick it up from most legal places for next to nothing. see that massive pile of shit that I nearly stood in then, Graham?
No.
So yeah, the most legal places. You could probably pick it up for like £3. Like, it costs next to nothing. It's 100% worth your time. Is what I'm saying.
Nice. That new PC game that blew up, can't recall its name, plays as an MMO with the ability to team up with up to 5. This looks similar.
Was that Valheim?
Valheim or New World?
New World. That was it.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. G2A. We are not G2A partners, sadly. Well, not so much sadly. I mean, we've never looked at anything like that. If someone would like us to look at that sort of partnership, we could potentially put something like that in place. We've wanted to be kind of unique. Also, I'd have to do some research into that, because I know maybe not G2A, maybe it was G2A. There was all sorts of issues with aftermarket selling
stolen keys.
Yeah, basically, I'm not saying this is G2A these days, or even if it was back in the past. It might have been them. They might have changed. It might not be them at all. But people were basically using credit cards to buy shitloads of keys, stolen credit cards to buy shitloads of keys, then selling those keys. And when the credit cards get blocked and refunded, the keys were then basically cancelled. And it was either the users had to pay for it or the developers had to pay for it, while the thieves just disappeared off with shitloads of money. So sites like that, I've always been a bit like, That said, I have used sites like CD keys and things in the past, so I'm not entirely against it, but I would have to do my research, and I don't know where I stand with that. So that's the main reason we don't, because it would take us time to do some research. Mm-hmm. And as you know, our time stuff just doesn't. It has to be flexible, because there's not much of it. AKA 10 a.m. ish.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, moving ahead. This one we will jump onto because we shelved it from yesterday. We'll probably shelve the Diablo article that is following this. So if you are waiting for Diablo, apologies, we will move that one to tomorrow. as we did with this one. Phantasy Star Online 2 arrives on PS4 10 years after launch. This was written by LIANG at The Gamer, and it says Western PS4 owners can finally try their hand at this Sega RPG next month. Never played it. Bib says you had, right?
Yes, I had Phantasy Star Universe on my Xbox 360. I still have it on my shelf behind me.
Well, there you go. Those on PlayStation in the West will finally get the chance to drop into the Sega Classic Phantasy Star Online 2. Since there are very many PS4 owners in this part of the world, that means the title will be available to millions. Phantasy Star Online 2 launched on Windows PC in Japan a decade ago. Since then, there was a PS Vita version, but that was shut down in 2020. A cloud version exists for the Nintendo Switch, while it debuted outside of Asia for the first time when it launched on Xbox One and PC in early 2020. An updated version of the game featuring new visuals and content called Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis launched in June last year on PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series consoles worldwide, and on the PS4 in Japan. It's this version that's coming to the PS4 in the West, according to Polygon. This PS4 version of PSO2 New Genesis will be cross-platform compatible with PC and Xbox One versions and remains free to play. New Genesis is set 1,000 years after the events of the original title and features new gameplay and character customization. Phantasy Star is a venerable Sega RPG series that saw its debut on the Master System in 1987 when Bibby was just a twinkle in his daddy's eye. Meanwhile, at that time I was like a ripe old age of 2. Nice, let's go. Phantasy Star Online, meanwhile, launched on the Sega Dreamcast Pictured, which was one of the first consoles that could go online. It launched it in 2000 to make things confusing. Phantasy Star Online 2, despite its name, isn't directly connected to the first title and doesn't bear much relation apart from the name. Oh, and also remember that Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis is different again, with major changes to gameplay and content. Sega just didn't want to call it Phantasy Star Online 3, it seems. So, Phantasy Star, but not Phantasy Star, but Phantasy Star Online 2, but not Phantasy Star Online 2 is out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to need you to colour in the gaps there, babe. What are your thoughts?
Insert the math equation overlay now. But yeah, this is definitely something that I think I may end up jumping back into. When I say jumping back into, playing this one for the first time. It is hella confusing, but what I got from this is potentially, there's a raid coming in from Bowser. Paddy 12.
Now then, Bowser, thank you very much for the big old raid. Hey, how you doing? Hey. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Beanie's here. For those that missed it, it was Beanie's birthday on the weekend. She did get world-class singing treatment from one of the most musically talented streamers on Twitch, I think. And then after that, she came to me and I sung it through VoiceBot. Let's go. Sorry, babe. Back over to you. Bowser rudely interrupted now. We appreciate that, Bowser. Anyone coming in with Bowser stream, welcome in. Get yourself comfortable. We are just talking about, let me show you a quick glimpse of our last news article of the day. Phantasy Star Online 2 arrives on PS4 10 years after it originally launched. That's what we're talking about. Also, by the way, if anyone is a sub to the channel and has been waiting for the loot drop to be drawn, it has been drawn and the winner was Ross the Boss. So, yeah. High fives to Ross the Boss. He has won himself an Ice Cream Mufflers baseball cap and a Subathon t-shirt, which we will sort out in the Discord a little bit later on. But back over to you, babe.
Yeah, so having a game like this, another MMO, I mean, it feels like we're going through a boom of MMOs at this moment in time. It feels like they are making a comeback. There is a lot of different styles out there for people to get back into. You obviously got the likes of Black Desert, you got World of Warcraft, you got the Elder Scrolls Online, the Lord of the Rings, you've got that as well, and Phantasy Star as well, which is also one of the biggest ones out there. And maybe not over here, definitely over in the West. Definitely over in the East. It's going to be a free-to-play game for you to be able to get stuck into, very much like Neverwinter Nights and TC Universe Online, which is also available on PlayStation Plus. I think it's free. They're all free to play. I don't think you need a subscription to be able to play them in terms of your PlayStation Plus account. So I don't. If you have the time, MMOs require a stupid amount of time to be able to have any kind of fun, enjoyment, success with them. There is huge time sink, and if people are in between games and they need something that they may be able to throw away 2 hours of their time into it, fantastic. Obviously, people are at this moment in time playing the likes of New World, playing Lost Ark. So this
PUBG.
definitely is again another time sink alongside those games. But if you're into it, the combat system's great in it, which is how it lives and dies, in my opinion. When it comes to MMO games, it can either be really daunting, really detailed, super in depth. As far as I can remember, it's been a long time since I played the Phantasy Star game on for Xbox 360. It was literally like press X to swing your sword, press A to jump, press B to block. Do you know what I mean? It's very easy, very simple. You have your level upgrade system. It's very basic in terms of that, but complex in other ways as well. So it's a free-to-play game. If you have the time to be able to put into it, I can strongly suggest it. I can definitely suggest that. But play the Elder Scrolls Online if you want an MMO.
Yeah, nice. There you go, baby. Pointing towards Elder Scrolls in surprise that shocked absolutely nobody. But that is it for our stream today. Let me give you a little bit of a recap of what we spoke about. We spoke about NFTs, and not just video games, and not just stupid apes and mushrooms and other fungus things that you can buy on the internet. An NFT games console has been announced that is sat firmly in the realm of plagiarism. Basically, it sounds dodgy to begin with, but the fact that they've copied buttons and logos and controllers and things from everyone else doesn't give you much confidence. Anyway, it has been announced. We'll keep you updated if it ever comes to anything. After that, Halo Infinite's campaign co-op playtest kicks off next Monday. So if you're interested in playing Halo's campaign co-op with a friend, you can do that from Monday coming. It's only a beta, and not everyone will get access. You need to be in the Xbox Halo Insider program to get a chance of being invited to that playtest. If you do get the invite, you can drop in, you can play through, but you will lose the progress when the full game comes. Then we spoke about Skyrim's Together Reborn co-op mod, which is releasing this Friday, which does actually look pretty good. And then finally, we just spoke about just then Phantasy Star Online 2 coming to the PS4 almost a decade after it originally released. Nice. We did have another story scheduled, Diablo Immortal. It's making a shitload of money, despite people criticizing it heavily. We will move that story to tomorrow. So if you want to hear about the story, join us from 10 a.m.-ish tomorrow. A reminder, though, that tomorrow is a triple stream day. Once every 6 to 8 weeks-ish, we have a triple stream day, where on a Wednesday, we bring you the scoop at 10 a.m.-ish in the morning. We then jump over to twitch.tv/official insert coin. The people that will bring you this beautiful pin. Nice. We'll go over to official insert coin. We're going to play PUBG in the afternoon for 3 hours. We'll then finish up there. And then at about 6:30 in the evening tomorrow, we'll be back on more PUBG, but on this channel. 6:30 UK time until the early hours, probably. So do feel free to join us for all 3 of those streams. On here, on Insert Coin, and then back here again. But before any of that happens, Mr. Bibb, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yes, thank you very much. Thanks very much, guys, for joining us for today. Two news articles today was supplied to us over on the Scoop part of the Discord. So if you want to help shape the remaining 3 shows this week, there is 2 ways that you can do so. First of all, find us on social media. It is at Ice Cream Us across all major social media platforms, or alternatively, get involved with our Discord. If you're watching this in any of our on-demand services, go into the description below. All the links that you require will be listed there for you. But all we need from you is your thoughts and opinions. We will then give you our thoughts and opinions on the very next show, which will be at what time tomorrow, Mr. Graham Day?
10 a.m. Ish. 10 a.m.-ish. As mentioned, we do work in the video games industry. We are video game marketers by trade. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people still ask and are surprised when we say it. We work in video game social media, marketing, esports, events, influencer content, all of that jazz. We've traveled the world doing video games stuff, and when we're not doing the video game stuff, we decide, you know what, let's throw all that stuff to the side and jump on stream on Twitch to do some video game stuff. So yeah, there you go. That's what we do. So yeah, do feel free to join us 10 a.m.-ish tomorrow, and then for another 2 streams after that. Stick around now, though. We are going to drop a raid on one of our friends. So we have a bunch of people that we know that stream with us, that we've spoken about. Actually, do you know what? I've decided where we're going to go already, seeing as we did mention him in that stream. We're talking about Skyrim. Bob Duck and Weave. He's in Just Chatting at the moment. He's a good friend of the channel. I did mention him talking about Skyrim. Do feel free to drop over. You may may have seen us raiding before. If you're new here, you might not have done. Do feel free to drop in on Bob Duck and Weave. He's one of the nicest creators that you could find on Twitch. He plays a little bit of everything. Marvel, some Skyrim stuff, some new releases and so on. Drop in. Do feel free to drop him a follow. We're going to send that raid over to him as we wrap up. You will get yourself 250 sprinkles to spend on our channel. That's our channel points if you do stick around for that. And we get to help you stream out. Until then, though, we will see you for 3 whole streams tomorrow. Have yourself a beautiful day. Bix, thank you for the follow. And remember to stay frosty.
Stay frosty.